Oh, where's the immune booster? Greetings. I'm going to give you all a few moments to come on. Let me see here. Let me give you all some time. Greetings. And happy Easter. Okay. Let's see here. Greetings. You all come on in. Come on in. Praise the name of the Lord Jesus Christ on this Easter Sunday. Yes. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so I wasn't going to do this. How about that? Let me make that clear before I go into anything. And we certainly got to get these numbers up. So I'm going to give you all a moment to, I guess, tag and share, because I got a lot to say. Oh my word. I have a lot to say. You all know I don't bite my tongue and I don't give apologies. So, what I am going to articulate is going to, it's going to be interesting because I give true commentary. So you all come right on in and like and share and tell your friends that that I am certainly on. Call. All right. Okay, so yes. So calling, I'm trying to figure out, okay, so now how, okay, let me see here. Let me see what I have to do, because I have to go over here. Trying to handle all this technology stuff. See. Okay, so y'all sharing. Okay, so y'all share. Let me share. Okay, let me share. Okay, let me see if I can do this right. The plot thickens. Share to your story. Share to your page. Okay, how do that's not what I want. I don't want to share discard. See, good help is hard to find. Okay, share. Okay, Yogi, give me about 10 minutes and call me right back, baby.
Okay.
Okay, honey. Okay. Okay, more options. That's what I need. I need more options. Okay, share. Share to... How do you do it? How do you do it? Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, y'all telling the folks that I'm on. Okay, how? Okay, share to your story. I wasn't trying. Okay. Share to your page's story. Let me see. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. When it says my page, what does that mean? No, no, no. Discard. Okay, which one am I on? See, I didn't got confused. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see here. Let me see here. See, that's why the enemy is fighting because. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I'm trying to share it to Obnoxious with Sir William. Yee, Father. Okay, share to your page. Share to your story. What does that mean? No, that's not. That's going up there on that little top thing in that box. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see here. I don't want to share it to a group. The page used to pop up. I don't know how to share it to my Obnoxious page. Greetings. Are y'all coming? Are y'all coming in? Are y'all coming in? It's Sunday Night Live Easter under quarantine. How about that? We're coming to under quarantine. I was like, I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to watch the movie. I got so much to tell y'all about because I just, I had mixed feelings about it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll be that one Kojic person in the whole world that won't watch it or whatever, because I thought it was going to be watered down. So I just had no earthly idea that they were going to be as transparent as they were. I didn't for 1 minute think that was going to happen. So wasn't that absolutely amazing? Okay. So anyway, greetings. You're listening or you're watching Sunday Night Live with Sir William, and happy Easter. Y'all know until I get some folks in here. I'm holding the phone. Oh shoot. Holding this phone and doing this. Okay. Hey. Greetings. Let's get these numbers up. Tell the folks that I'm on. And going to give a true account. I tried to reach out to Larry. Because I wanted to have some kind of level of dialogue with him. So if any of you all are out there that know Larry, definitely inbox him. Oh, let me see. I got the computer here. Let me see if I can inbox and get that going. I should have had that set up before, right? In advance, but that's too much. That's too much right for me. Let's, I like to wing it. Yeah, let's do some ghetto stuff tonight. Let's go off the hook. See, this here, 1,700 messages in my inbox. That's ridiculous, right? 1,700 messages in my Facebook inbox. Who does that? Who gets that many messages in their Facebook inbox? So, okay, how would I go through all of these? Let's see if he sent an inbox back. Okay, Margaret, Chris, I can't tell y'all who's all in my... Hey, I can't tell you who's in my inbox. I can't tell you that. Who else is in here? Okay. Levon, Terrell, Michelle. Okay, so nothing from Larry. Keith McQueen. Alexis Scott, a legend, an Atlanta legend, is in here. Okay, Nia. Oh, yeah, because Nia's pastor, her pastor is in jail. He's over there in Wright Street. You know, we got so many preachers like to go in and out of jail. So, anyway, okay. All right. I don't know. Okay, let me see. Let me try to... What? I don't know what his last... does he go by Larry Clark? What was his last name? Larry. Larry. Let's see. Larry. Oh, there he is. Larry Clark. No? Okay, yes, here he is. Yeah, I hate that about when illegitimate children have to take their mother's last name because their fathers won't claim them. And they have to take their mother's last name. They don't have their father's last name. But that was easy because when I was teaching school, I used to hate when you call the parent of a child and then you say, oh, can I speak to Mrs. Clark? And the child has a different last name from their mother or father. Hey, man. Hit me up on live discussing the movie. Okay, so this is, so let's see if he gets it. I don't know. He may respond, he may not. Cell is... Okay. All right. So, okay, so hopefully you get that. All right, so we are on. You're on. This is Obnoxious Radio. Obnoxious. I do have a radio show. This is Sunday night. This is Sunday Night Live with Sir William. So, he got Denise. Oh, yeah, I remember that horsehair hat. She almost looked like she was sedated. She looked like she was high. Oh, Denise Clark Bradford, baby. Oh, when they came up in Bailey Cathedral to bury Maddie. Oh, baby. 1994. Come on here. Bailey Cathedral was and now they made it seem like it was cold, but it was September. It was hot when when Maddie died and Maddie's funeral. And then, okay, so let's see. How do y'all want me to do it? Do y'all want me to do the petty stuff first, and then we can get to critical discussion, or how do y'all want to do it? Because I have some critiques. Now, first, I want to say, let me start. You all like and share. Yes, I do. That's my charm bracelet. Yes, that's my charm bracelet that makes that noise. That's one of my signatures. Just like hair is my signature, just like fashion is my signature. If you don't like it, you can kindly click the X and you can leave if that irritates you or if that bothers you. But unlike some of the other people that you watch, you're going to get, you're going to get all of that and all of the drama over here. So if you don't like it, then, you can exit stage left. How about that? Yeah, you can exit like Denise. That's what I want you to do. You can exit like Denise. How about that? Amen? Okay. Cause I'm good at coaching, and all coaching people got a little mean streak. Am I talking right? Okay, so greetings to you all. You are watching Sunday Night Live special, a Easter edition with none other than yours truly, Sir William. And we're going to discuss the Clark sisters, what they call them, the first ladies of gospel. We're going to discuss the movie. Now, first of all, let me say bravo. I mean, the plot, it was good. The movie, it was suspense. I mean, at one point she was like, okay, what is going to happen to these chicks next? Like, I was like, okay, is this Dream Girls? Is this Dream Girls is loosely a parody on Diana Ross and the Supremes. I was like, and they are like the Diana Ross and the Supremes of gospel. So for a minute, because everybody in the timeline when Eastern Standard Time, when 8:00 hit, I mean, social media went off. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take a break. I had got I had got some barbecue, and I was just like, I was chilling. I said I am not going to watch, because my whole thought and my whole idea as to why I was not going to watch the movie is because, growing up in this denomination, I felt like it was going to be kind of like more of a, I don't want to say documentary, but I felt like it was going to be watered down. I felt like it was not going to, now this is just all me and my, my own, personal assumptions or whatever. So I said, well, I'm not going to watch, because it's going to be, it's going to be watered down. They're not going to really get into the gravamen of, the true stuff that was going on with them, and, the rumors and the gossip and the behind the scenes of what was happening in their lives. And then those of us that were a part or are a part of the Church of God in Christ, and if you were connected to leadership, then you had whispers over here of this, and you had whispers over here of that. And so I just did not think, I just never, I never would have fathomed that they would have been, that the sisters would have been that transparent. Because when you are, and I think that's one of the hard things that we are dealing with all of these deaths as a result of COVID-19, that we, those of us that are Black and those of us that are Pentecostal, the Black church experience, period, we esteem our leaders and our pastors very highly. We put our pastors on, great levels. We almost make them like they're bionic, super bionic men or super bionic women, until something very tragic happens. So I think, like, seeing my timeline and seeing the account that I'm giving of the number of deaths that we're experiencing as a result of this, virus outbreak, disease, or whatever you want to call it, it's very, we internalize it in a way that is different. It's shocking to us. We don't expect our leaders to die. we look at them like, sometimes like they're just maybe a inch from the divine, or an inch from God in and of themselves. And we don't expect them to be human. We don't expect them to have frailty. We don't expect them to have pain and problem. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is my sponsor. We got, let's pay the bill. He got the deal shot. Let's pay the bills. Hey man, listen, wait a minute. Let me tell this girl. Okay. Now, let's call her and get her on, because this is the sponsor. We thank our Cash App is Sir William G. Oh, my teeth look pretty. Sir William G. McCray III. So, hi, my darling. How are you?
Hello, how are you, Mr. McCray?
Good. Okay, so you are on Sunday Night Live with Sir William, and we're brought to you in part by the immune booster that you have created, which is a all natural product. So let's tell our audience, say hello to everyone that's on. Say, y'all, this is Yolanda. Yolanda, say hello.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Well, they can't answer back. They would have to answer back in message, but I will read that to you. And then you all let me know. Ivy K. Pendleton is on. Larry Jawan Williams is on. I believe David Dumas. So we got a good crew on. Can you all hear her? Please let me know if you can in fact hear her. So Yolanda has developed an immune booster. We're not in any kind of way. Let's get this disclaimer out. We're not saying in any kind of way. Thank you, Vicky Davis. That's my baby. I love Vicky Davis. I need Vicky to do sign language for me. Vicky can sign. Vicky, we need to fire that white man with that beard that be behind Governor Kemp, and we need Vicky up there doing signs. See, Vicky was signing for Eddie Long back when nobody else was signing. I don't even think we had nobody deaf going to New Birth back then, but Vicky was standing up there signing in all black. She was in all black every Sunday, and she'd be standing up there signing behind Eddie, and Eddie would be, watch this. And a two little wife beater t-shirt or whatever, tank top. Okay, so let's tell them about your immune booster real quick so we can jump into my review of the Clark Sisters movie. Tell them what this can help do for them in hopefully not catching the COVID-19.
Right. So basically, God has laid on my heart to create an immune system booster, because when I did it for about 5 days, I researched what the COVID-19 virus does. So what it does is attacks our immune and respiratory system. So I began to pray. So God laid it on me on what to make and how to make it. So that's what I have done. I have created an immune system booster. It's not going to cure you from COVID-19 if you already have it. So let's make that clear. I'm not qualified to say it's going to cure, but what it will do is help you, get your immune system built up so you'll be less apt to catch the COVID-19, the virus. So that's what we done. I do have William, I want to tell you I have a praise report, because I have actually 2 ladies that live in the same household that had the virus. But they had the virus, and they just called me and said they wish they'd had my stuff before they caught the virus, because now that they came home last week, they've taken my stuff, and the immune system booster, they've taken it, and they're saying that it has healed up, it has speeded up their healing process. So they're like very, very excited, and I know when I called, when she got out of the hospital, she still sounded weak. Well, within the next day, she called me. They was all excited. It was like, hey, their voices was very, very strong. They're cousins, so by one having the other one caught it. So now the doctors are like saying, yes, like keep doing what you're doing. So that's the immune system booster that I created. So with that being said, guys, it's not going to cure, but it will help you if you get the immune system booster not to be less, you'll have less chances of catching it, because if your immune system is built up, then that's when it attacks. So that's the thing.
Yolanda? Sugar baby. And she's gone. Okay, so anyway, you can inbox me if you'd like to get the immune system booster. She has developed an all natural product. It's got cumin and all of these home remedies in it that help you in an all natural way fight off of viruses, colds, things of that sort. And so that's what we're finding. And that's been a lot of the discussion about COVID-19, because African Americans and minorities tend to have underlying issues and have a number of underlying issues, and it exacerbates them. So if you're obese, if you have sugar diabetes, if you have hypertension, if you have any of those things, that it can go in, I guess, and attack and exacerbate those things, then this can and that's what contributes or leads to your death. Okay, so anyway, you can inbox me about that. You can certainly get it. We can get a jar out to you in the morning. You take it twice a day. Now, I'm going to tell you first thing, it is nasty. Okay. It does not taste good. And like Big Mama said, everything that tastes, that don't taste good don't mean that it, is good for you or what have you. So, anyway, it is very, very powerful, very, very good. It's got a strong bite to it. I normally like it in, I put it either in hot tea or orange juice. But that's the way you can take that, build up your immune system. All right, let's get the numbers up. Let's tell the people we're getting ready to dive deep into the Clark Sisters movie. All right, Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel. So who all watched the movie? We're going to give a review and critique. I did make some notes, and then I said, well, I wanted to throw my notes away because I wanted to be as authentic and right off the cuff as possible. So at first, as I was saying before Yolanda came on, I said I had not planned to watch the movie. I had my own personal reasons. I was just like, oh, it's going to be, a feel-good story. They're not going to really shed light. They're not going to really, I don't want to say that they wasn't going to tell the truth, but I didn't think that they was going to go into depth of the rumors and the gossip and the things that we have heard down through the years, or those that are in leadership positions. So I was like, whatever. They doing a movie. Okay, it's gonna be, Jesus rock the sunshine, hallelujah, whatever. And I was like, boy, to my surprise. So, it was something that I just really, I just wasn't going to do, because I know how Kojic, how we put on the face. We tend to put on a face that, is the face that everything is all right. We got everything together. And, a lot of times, in a lot of cases, we don't. Somebody's saying, accept a friend request. I don't even see it. Okay. I don't see it. But anyway, so we put on the face. So I did not think that I didn't think that they was going to be vulnerable and really transparent and, tell the drama of a family and the drama of trying to get your career off the ground, and then this hard ass mama that is relentless and just pushing and never giving them a break and never letting up. I just did not think that they were going to explore all of that. And so quite naturally, just to walk y'all through how it happened for me, 8:00, quite naturally, I just, I was like, I'm not going to really tune into, to the whole, Facebook and social media thing because, I'm a churchman, so I know a lot of church people and, whether they was Kojic or not Kojic, everyone was going to have an opinion. Everyone was going to have something to say in regard to this iconic, and legendary group, gospel group that we all know, and so I was like, okay, but it was rolling up. It was rolling up, and it kept kind of rolling through and coming through about on the timeline, as people was watching. Then then it went to Central Time, and then that was another fresh start, and then it went to Pacific Time, and so it you was kept. So I was like, it's kind of intriguing. Ooh, somebody got slapped. And then I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So I got to watch. So, got up, I think it was probably about maybe 7:30, 8:00, got up and decided to watch the movie. Okay. So now let's see. I need y'all to like and share because I want to know, do y'all want me to be petty first and get my petty critiques out? Do y'all want me to get my petty critiques out, or should we be serious first and critically examine the movie and kind of go scene by scene and sister by sister, and situation by situation, as we say, precept by precept, if you want to go. So let me know what which was do y'all want me to be first? Do y'all want me to be first? And first of all, let me say that all my critiques, just like when I do my best dress, worst dress, y'all know we love everybody, even if you on my worst dress list. Just like with the girl last convocation, she wore a cheap Forever 21 dress with a little party dress with no girdle. And it was like, girl, you wrong. This is official day. Just let me know. Do y'all want me to give my petty critiques, first? Okay, Mother Williams, she wants me to be serious first. Pooh Alexander, he says be petty. He likes to curse. He's a cursor. He likes to cuss. Okay. All right. So first, I'ma say, because I don't know if this is going to get back. It tends to, anything I do or say tends to be a big deal. So, let's get this out here first. Let's get this disclaimer out here first. Bravo to the Clark sisters. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I thought it was a really good movie, and it was suspenseful. The plot thickened. You were like, okay, what is going to happen next? I mean, it had you, at first I was like, okay, kind of laying in the bed. And then it was like, okay, let me sit up. Wait a minute. I think after that first slap, when Clark slapped, Jackie, I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this is gonna be good. Cause he smacked her for real. And so I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And then when he said, okay, you're not a Clark, you're not even, and I was like, oh my God, like, they're going there, like, oh my God, for real. They getting ready to, unleash some stuff. So it was like, whoo, wait a minute. Let me hit pause and get me some Frosted Flakes and load them down with some sugar, because this is about to be good. Okay, so let's get the petty critiques first. Denise was poorly cast. She was, she was just too dark. I thought that, although the actress, and I can't recall her name, I put out my notes, but although she did a very good job with the portrayal and carrying the role, she just did not have the look of Denise. I just did not. She nor the woman that was cast as Twinkie. They just did not. It wasn't like with Kiara. Kiki is Karen's daughter, so quite naturally she looks like her mom. She fits that demeanor. The actress that she embodied, Dorinda. I mean, it was at times that her body language, and those of us that have been around it, in her presence and in her services, I mean, her movements and what have you was really, I mean, it was spot on. I remember that actress that played Maddie, although she was a little bit darker than Maddie, I thought she did a very good job as Maddie. I thought she had the look down. And y'all remember her, I can't think of her name, but y'all probably remember her. She was from a black classic. She was the daughter that got pregnant with a bastard child in Glodine. Y'all remember the movie Glodine with oh gosh, the voice of Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, and the late Diane Carroll, black movie classic. How about it? Okay, so she was, that was one of her breakout roles as a very young actress. But I thought that she really she made you feel Maddie. Now, those of us that only hear and know the stories of Dr. Maddie Moss Clark, we didn't, necessarily, but when you go on YouTube and see clips and stuff, I thought she was good. Okay, so that was the one of my petty things, that I thought that those two women, especially the girl that played Jackie, she had that strong, Jackie has a strong jawline. So, and, so I thought that, she had that strong, hard, jawline. I don't know if they was really singing. I was thinking maybe like Tamala Mann or one of Tamala Mann's daughters or something like that would have been in it. But anyway, that they were decent. Let me just say this. I know this is petty. I know this is... Okay, y'all. I know this is going to be petty, but okay, also Dana says that they were singing. Okay, let me go on and get this pettiness out the way. The costume, the wardrobe designer was horrible. I mean, anybody, even the laity in Church of God in Christ, for the most part, as best as they can, they come with it. And those cheap satin ribbon hats at that funeral. Okay, Karen had a full veil with rhinestones. Like it was not. That was not even the Outcast daughter Denise came in with this, Patti LaBelle horsehair, wild situation. It was not. They didn't, especially for Maddie's funeral, they did not pull it. And I thought one of the things that I was waiting for them to do that, because Maddie was in like that nightgown thing, almost looked like she was asleep, and they had those lamps on either side of that casket. Bailey Cathedral was packed to capacity. I don't know why they kind of switched it over, because if I'm not mistaken, and anybody that's on here or somebody that's on here that knows the history, if I'm not mistaken, I thought Maddie's funeral was in September. I don't remember it being cold, or wouldn't have been cold in Detroit when Maddie, I don't remember that, because I remember like Karen had that headpiece with that veiling and all of those stones. They never, even once she married Drew, they never gave Karen and the drama and the clothes and the first lady. You just never, she embodies, even though she's a singer and even though she's in her sister, the group with her sister, she epitomizes that of what we think of a black church first lady in all aspects. You don't see her. You don't see her without her face fully made. It's almost like her, like Karen wakes up and, like I woke up like this. So, I mean, that kind of part, it did not, it didn't show that, but that was one of my just problems. I was like, ooh, these clothes is wrong. Like they are not hitting it with Church of God in Christ and how we come for wardrobe. So that's one of my little petty critiques. Another one, let's go, if we could go there. Another one, another little petty critique. Y'all remember, if y'all watch Fall from Grace with Tyler Perry, y'all remember how they was talking about the hair or the wigs or whatever. And so it was like, I don't know, it was like the wigs and the hair situation kind of went from bad to worse, right? It just kind of, and then at one point it was like, okay, what is this thing when Twinkie married Terrell? It was like, what is this, that they got on her head or whatever. So it was, that's some of my some of my petty critiques. What another one, it's not really, well, it's kind of petty, but okay, everybody knows that James Oglethorpe Patterson was our presiding bishop at the time, back in 1983. I can name the general board then. Bishop J.O. Patterson Sr. was the presiding bishop. Bishop Henry Lewis Ford was the first assistant. I guess that was the man that was with the beard that was sitting to his left. Big Daddy was on there. Bishop Owens was on the general board at that time. Bishop Owens, Bishop Haynes, 83. Okay, Leroy Anderson, J. Newell Haynes, like that whole scene, that whole scene to me, was wrong. And he did not look, although they didn't call his name, but he did not look. Everyone is, history is recorded, so we know who the presiding bishop was. Also, the rumor is, y'all ready for the rumor? The rumor is that the Pattersons are like furious. Y'all, okay. Y'all want me to tell you? Y'all want the tea? Come close. Okay, like and share this. Like and share. Dana, click like and share. I'm about to give. Yes, Bishop German Ross was yes. Bishop German Ross, because now in '83, Dana was German Ross. I can't remember if he was still the general secretary of the church, or had he moved from being general secretary and got elected to the general board in '83. But okay, so now the word is the Pattersons are furious. The Pattersons, I heard through the grapevine. I'm not totally 100%, but they are, and they're very protective of the legacy of their grandfather. But the word is that the Pattersons are furious in the way that their grandfather was depicted in the movie, and how he was portrayed to be this mean or evil person that divided Maddie or separated Maddie from her daughters. Now, that's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but members of the Obnoxious Street Committee have informed me. And it is rumored it is rumored that they might file a lawsuit. Did y'all hear me? Shh, don't tell nobody. You can't tell nobody. You can't tell. But the grandchildren of Bishop James Oglethorpe Patterson may file a lawsuit against the Clarks for the movie because they did not ask their permission or get any kind of clearance from them about how he was going to be portrayed in that part. Okay, so now this is okay. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm hearing. So okay, that they may do that. Now, if they do, ooh, you talking about that's gonna be so good and messy. That is gonna be so good and messy if the Pattersons sue the Clarks. Okay, so now, like, what better war of families and lineage would we have in this church, and how would that lawsuit, because a Clark sister has been sued before. You remember that because Kim Edwards, Mother Regina Edwards, who is Bishop John Henry Sheard, Mother Edwards' daughter, I can't think of the name of it. Dana, you might remember the name of it, but she sued Dorinda because she wrote a song and Dorinda recorded it and said she wrote it. And Bishop Owens was the presiding bishop at the time. And it was amazing because they stayed friends because Mother Regina Edwards' daughter was suing Dorinda, and that was his son's sister-in-law. And it was like, that was a major scandal, and then they lost. Well, I think they settled out of court, and the National Church had to pay Kim Edwards some money for that song because that song was put. And then if y'all remember, after Dorinda got sued, the National Choir didn't record for like a long time, like maybe 10, 15 years. They didn't record any music because the whole idea that it was going to get messy and be a lawsuit and all of that surrounding it. So it was like, no, y'all ain't recording. Y'all get up there and sing and that's going to be it. But y'all ain't recording ish. Okay. So anyway, but that was an interesting thing. And Mother Regina Edwards is still currently Bishop John Henry Sheard's supervisor of his women's department. And then, sometimes it gets good and messy because when I was in Detroit at Bishop Earl Jerome Wright's installation, when he got into the banquet, when he got on the general board, because he was the 13th man, and he got on the general board, and we was there, and I was like, Robin, oh my God, I was like, Robin. But I read the program. Robin Wright she married Bishop Wright after Mother Deanie Wright died. Mother Deanie Wright died, and then Robin married him. Robin from Memphis. But anyway, so Robin, I was like, Robin, I cannot believe you got Kim on program and Dorinda on the same program in the same night, in the same room, sitting on the same day. As I was like, oh, the drama. Anyway, but they all live in Detroit. They all live in Detroit, and they all, deal with it. These are, since some of the secrets is coming out, we might as well let all the secrets come out. I may just tell you, I don't know if I feel, I may just tell y'all, because everybody I know, everybody wants to know who's Larry's daddy. And I'm so sick of them not telling. The thing about it is, like, okay, Denise was so hateful and wanted to have babies like a cat. I mean, she was just pushing out a litter, just consistently just having child after child. I mean, how many bastard children are you going to have and not be married and be a part of this well-known, famous gospel group, and they singing gospel music, and and clearly, you're a woman of the night. You're slipping in at 2:00 in the morning at Maddie Moss Clark's house. I mean, and could you imagine how the saints was talking? Can you imagine how the saints was gossiping? Like, okay, we see her, we see you. We can't miss you, big mama. We see you tipping in and creeping in. Who you out with? Okay. Now this is the thing. And they covered a lot of ground, but now it left you wondering, who is Jackie Clark Chisholm's daddy? And was that some of the underlining and undercurrent of Maddie and Denise's beef? Was Denise more like, did the infamous, the famous, the iconic Dr. Maddie Moss Clark have a child out of wedlock? I'm just saying. And is she the daughter of a bishop? Dana said stop. See, Dana, I love Dana. See, Dana's old school coaching. We in certain things we don't discuss. In certain things we don't discuss. But now, and was that the Trump? Was that the Trump card Maddie pulled to keep her position? Okay, no. That's not correct. That's not correct. Okay, now the correction is when Dr. Maddie Moss Clark married, and she's a Ross. It was Maddie Ross then. When now, as I understand from the old saints, they were Brady Bunch when she married Elder Clark. He had a son and she had a daughter when they got married. Now, that was my understanding, that they both came into the marriage with a child apiece. Moss, not Ross. Moss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because what you call, what's the guy Moss? What's the dude Moss? Is it J Moss, or what was the dude's Moss name? You remember he had the bastard child and then burnt the house down. They said that he wasn't paying the house before he moved to Atlanta, and he burnt that house in Detroit down. J Moss. Yeah, J Moss. Thank you. Okay, so that, and then that his daddy, I think that was his father that was working with Maddie in the studio with the girls, with the Clark sisters. And I love the way she always said my girls. I thought that was hot. I thought that was cool. She always called them her girls. And each of them, and then what was also cool, that each of them had their own kind of distinct relationship with their mother. You know what I mean? Each of them had their own, okay, what she said, I heard Leo and Jackie had, Leo and Jackie had the same, you heard that they had the same father? Okay, so Leo, well, who is their daddy? And is their daddy a bishop? But I mean, while the word lawsuit is rolling around, I'm not gonna say what bishop that they're saying that could be possibly Jackie Clark Chisholm's daddy. But it might have been a high-ranking bishop. I'm just saying. And if you take Jackie's picture and you put her picture side by side some other folks' pictures, and just and then one particular bishop we know had its record and recorded, because I have Bishop James Oglethorpe Patterson Jr.'s funeral program, and one of his illegitimate brothers is listed in the program as his half brother. And I was like, in Mason Temple, we was about to go out because we could not believe that they have finally acknowledged Steve as illegit. Okay. But since the word lawsuit is being thrown around, where I would have said, I may or may not say, but y'all know I don't care about being sued. Anyway, if it's the truth, it's the truth. But anyway, this one particular very powerful bishop that perhaps was on the general board, that is said to have thought it better to have bastard children than to cast his seed upon the ground, that may have been, and that might have been the trump that Maddie used to secure her position. Okay, now this is what I want to ask y'all, because it's a lot of talk. And Dana, I think you would be great to give insight on this. Dana Robinson Gardner, she's a phenomenal organist. She said, we thought you could answer that. You thought I could answer what, Dana? What did you think I could answer? Because most questions about the Church of God in Christ, I could answer. Now, I can tell y'all who the daddy is, but are y'all gonna pay my legal fees if somebody, want to come after me and sue me? Let's go on, because I know who they said that the daddy is. Okay. So, who is this Alexander Pooh? He said, wait a minute, he gonna have to make me get some glasses. He said, so was she a hoe or nah? No disrespect, just asking. Okay, I know. Okay. Who the baby dad? I do not think she was in any kind of way a whore. But certainly something happened that or that is rumored to have happened. And I mean, now we not talked about them. I'm not saying nothing negative, because I can't believe we ain't even got down. We in the first 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We in the first 30 minutes of the movie. So I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I would say, okay, Black families have secrets. A lot of us Black families have secrets, right? That's what made Tyler Perry stuff so good, because Tyler Perry would write and discuss the secrets. You know how sometimes you had kids and, the daughter would get caught up, and then they send her down south and she stay down south and have the baby and then come back. And then that baby is later raised to be, think that it's a brother or sister of the mama, and it's really the mama's firstborn child. I mean, that happened all the time. So I don't know. But that has certainly been rumored, and that may have been the trump that Maddie used. Now, did y'all think it was interesting? I thought that this was interesting, and because I want to say this to all of the people that is critiquing and got something negative to say about Church of God in Christ because of Maddie. I really think that Bishop Patterson played the situation pretty well. He gave himself wiggle room and he gave Maddie wiggle room. But now for those of y'all that are so hell bent on, let's get these numbers up, like and share, like and share, like and share. Okay, y'all ready for some controversy? Let's hit like and share. Let's hit like and share. I want to see at least 250, at least get it up from where it is now to at least 250, because I'm going to come with something controversial, and it's going to be, since the guy is saying, was Maddie a hoe or not, we're going to get with some controversy on this, and let's go with it. Let's get it up. Like and share. Yes, Ivy K. Pendleton, you should research Kojic. Kojic has got a wonderful, great history. So you certainly would do yourself good to research it, since you are not a part of it. Okay, Alexander Post said, well, all of their daddies might have been from every state in the country as much as Maddie traveled. This boy is who is he? He's kind of out of control. And then also, now I was wondering, did y'all think it left a little open end that maybe Elder Clark might have been molesting Jackie? Did it kind of touch on? Didn't it kind of hint on that? Did anybody else? Did anybody else pick up on that might have been an overture? That she always got real. And I'm wondering, because in that day, it was a lot of stuff. With child molestation that, jumped off and went on. And I'm just wondering, was it something there? Did anybody? Okay, I thank you, David. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. David, you felt that vibe too. I felt a dysfunction. I felt something was going on in that house. I would like to know, where did Jackie go? Did Jackie go and was she shacking? Who did she stay with? I mean, it just was like, it was leaving. It was just so good. Like, it left you wanting to know more. Okay, when she left the house that night. You know what I mean? He slapped her and he said, I want you out of this house. Like, okay, where did she go? Who did she go live with? Did she go live with her man? Did she go live with, but see, Dana, exactly. See, Dana, thank you. It was strange, and I think that they dangled that carrot. They dangled that carrot to make you wonder what was Elder Clark. Did Elder Clark creep in? Maddie and Twinkie was traveling all over doing the workshops in all the different jurisdictions. And did Elder Clark creep in on Jackie? Ooh. It kind of left you wondering. What did Milton Bronson say? I guess you're wondering how I keep going. Listen, let me tell you. Okay, let me hit some of these comments. My name never allowed me to go around black uncles and other people's daddies or sit on their laps. Okay, very good. Women molest children too, Ivy. So maybe while you wasn't getting it from a man, maybe some old nasty aunt, maybe she slipped her hand between your legs. It was a lot of some of them was old dirty lesbians. Okay, Alexander says the only two that really look alike is Twinkie and Denise. They might be the only two with the same daddy. For real. Who is this guy? He's crazy. You can't go how they looked in the movie. You can't go by that. What was Elder Clark's story? Was he a renowned preacher, etc.? No. And he was not renowned. And isn't it interesting? They say nothing about him. Like they don't mention him. That was the one person that they showed Denise touched him, and patted him on the shoulder when she came in Bailey Cathedral at the funeral. But it's not clear. I thought they was all his kids, but he was certainly not renowned. And I mean, it's almost like his life stopped. You saw him once at one of their concerts. I think they showed him once in the audience at one of the concerts when they started getting known and started getting big. And then they never say anything about him, and you never really hear about him in Kojic history in Detroit. But it's just like, it was almost like the Immaculate Conception outside of the movie. And I just couldn't stand, why did they let him wear that collar turned around backwards like that? You can put the tab of the collar in the back. I was like, why they got him with that collar on wrong? I'm surprised they didn't correct that. Okay, so and you still don't to this day. I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't know when he died. I don't remember anything in regard to that. I guess they would know, or I guess we could Google it and find out. Clearly, they didn't like him, so there is a. There, so sad. Dysfunction. I love Dana. Dana is Dana. Y'all have to know Dana. Dana is just the epitome of God's love and just kind and doesn't want to ever say anything negative or bad about anybody. I love Dana. Okay, he's never really mentioned in general. He's not mentioned at all. I've never heard anybody say his name. Okay, Melvin Williams, yes, I caught the backwards collar and that vexed my spirit so much. Yeah, it was horrible. And then, they've had him. It didn't look like, did it? Okay, is it just me? Okay, let's go back to being petty. Did he take a shower or shave or get a haircut or anything before he went on the set? Or did they just get him off of the side of the road? I mean, was he selling bottled water at the intersection on one of those mile roads up in Detroit or something? I mean, he just looked so unkept. And that's another part. I couldn't believe that they showed the abuse. I couldn't. Wasn't that something? Were you all shocked that someone as strong of a demeanor as Maddie Moss Clark was abused? Now, are y'all ready for another Adam Brown? Are y'all ready? I need a drum roll, please. She said petty boots. Okay. Maddie did not divorce Elder Clark. I'm waiting for the reaction. Are you all getting up off the floor? You all are aware that Elder Clark divorced Maddie. Okay, and I thank you for your holy quietness. I thank you for your holy quietness. She didn't divorce him. Okay, D. Dawkins says, run that by me. That's what she said, Dana, in the movie, but we know movies sometimes are not totally in line with real life. Now, the rumor is from older saints that it may have been some affair that contributed to his divorcing Maddie and filing for a divorce from Maddie. But the word is amongst the older saints that Maddie didn't divorce him, that he divorced Maddie. That he divorced Maddie. So, Vicky, are you all in shock? Are y'all in shock? Yeah, so. Now, if you ask some of the seasoned saints, they will, they know and they can tell you the truth. You know what? I hate whoever this Alexander Poole is. I hate him. Alexander says, yeah, he knew she couldn't have been pregnant for him all of those times because she was on the road. D. Dawkins says he heard that Maddie was cuddling up with a bishop. May have been multiple. He said international post. I hate you right now. I hate you right now because they're gonna stop with your comments because they're gonna say they're gonna attribute that to me. Okay, so anyway, that's a rumor. Well, she was a damsel in distress and fell into the arms of another man. Right. So, she may have found refuge in the arms of another man. She may have continued to have a relationship with Jackie's daddy. I'm just, it's just a possibility. It's, now she was human and she was a woman and she had needs. Am I talking right? Oh, y'all don't like this kind of teaching. So, he said, Velvet says, Alexander Poole, you need to go to sleep and wake up and try again, sir. I can't wait. These comments. Okay, D Dawkins says maybe she did. So I'm just, it's these are some of the things. And if you remember who the presiding bishop was at that time, he had a liking for two other high-ranking officials in the music department. And Steve Wigley's mother was certainly one. And then there's another rumored bastard son, Benjamin Jimerson Phillips. So he had a thing, or allegedly this bishop had a thing for women in the music department and that could sing. Now, I'm not going to say, but y'all can put the two and two together. Okay. So moving on from that. Okay, so what else was a critique? Now in real life, Twinkie sold her catalog. She got, I think it was an Eldorado Cadillac. I think it was an Eldorado Cadillac that she got. It wasn't a Lincoln, but she let the catalog go for a Cadillac. I couldn't believe that they shared that. Now, that part was wrong because if y'all remember, Twinkie had been in North Carolina with the No Good Terrell. And he was certainly no good for her. I don't know if he physically touched Maddie or not. I don't know. I never heard any story about that, but I do know that I want to say that Twinkie was in North Carolina for about maybe 10 years, maybe close to a decade. But when she came back divorced, and you remember Twinkie was, by that time, Maddie had had her leg amputated, and she was in the wheelchair, and she was declining, because at that time, Maddie was in the wheelchair like this, and she swang her hands a couple of times at one of the convocations, but you always saw Maddie with Twinkie, and Twinkie was sort of like Maddie's caretaker. So that part about her being gone, that was not totally accurate, but they were trying to cover a lot of territory because there was so much drama with all of them lives. I mean, so. And they only had so much time to cover it. But the rumors of him being abusive, the rumors of, him, squandering. I mean, Terrell just wasn't no good. I mean, I don't know. I had one of his friends tell me that he's not the man that he was then now, but just quite naturally back then he was no good. Listen to Dana. Dana says you're messy. I'm not messy, Dana. I'm not messy. I am not. Don't say that. Don't say that. Who's being? Oh, maybe it's not me being messy. Kimberly Howe Johnson, mistress of the cloth. Who is that? Who's Kimberly Howe Johnson? Can we discuss Albernita? How Albernita became Twinkie because of Jackie said something about the way her eyes did or something like that. Kimberly Howe Johnson. What is a holy mistress? I don't know. I guess it's a church hoe. I call them church whores. So I don't know. Because I don't know how you can be holy and be a mistress at the same time. That's a spirit of delusion and confusion right there. Okay, so we got that part. Okay, what else do we want to dissect? So tweak, and then it didn't really cover any of their children, but they didn't have, they didn't have time. Got the catalog sold. I was surprised that they talked about Tweaky's nervous breakdown like that. I mean, that just like, and then for her to come in, for Dorinda to come in and say, "Oh, Tweaky, how you doing? You had a nervous breakdown." That didn't really, they didn't really touch on that. They didn't touch on the rumors about Dorinda going out to the cemetery and sitting at Maddie's grave with a lawn chair. They hinted at the perhaps suicide. Karen and the weight loss surgery and the whole 2% chance. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the phones ringing off the hook that Karen Clark Shear was in the hospital in a coma, could die. I mean, oh my gosh, you remember Dana? I know Dana Robinson remembers that. That was just like that was just absolutely incredible. I'm glad that you said that. What is Larry's beef? Okay. Denise does not have anybody to blame but Denise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how long is she gonna carry this beef and this whole animosity, because she decided that she wanted to have sex and that she wanted to have a life and she wanted to be with these men and she wanted to get out and do her thing, and it's just this thing, it almost scared me, and some man said, "Give me your phone." But she, why is she mad? She's mad. She made the choice. She didn't want to have an abortion. If the other girls had abortions and she wanted to keep her children and what have you, then that's on her. If she wanted to leave the group and or put herself, if in the whole rumor about whether or not she left the group or whether or not her lifestyle caused her to get put out of the group, well, that's kind of the way that it goes. If you're gonna be in it's like you got to make a choice. If you're gonna be over here doing this don't go with that. And if we out in front of the public and in front of the public eye, this is how this goes. And either you gonna play ball, or you gonna boo-boo, or you gonna get off the pot. That's just it. It ain't no whole lot to it. Either she was gonna cut her foolishness out, Or she was going to do like she did and either push them into a position where they was going to have to put her out, or that she was going to have to just go on and exit stage left. And she don't need to be mad at nobody but herself, because she made the decision to walk away. She made the decision to ostracize. Here we go. She made the decision to ostracize her self from her entire family. That was her decision. And so why she was mad, and she and her kids did not grow up with the accolades that Dorinda's kids probably did, and certainly not that of Karen and Drew's kids, because they were the sons of a first lady and pastor, and grandchildren of a bishop. I mean, that was hey, that's on you. You decided to do this, so why you mad? And and then this is the thing. Okay, so like I shared some of Larry's stuff. How many times and how many? Okay, and I understand now that it's a big deal because the movie just came out, so we want to know who Denise was having sex with 40 years ago. But in the grand scheme of things, do we really care? Because the man, I think, is dead now anyway. Or if he's not dead, he's pretty close to it. And I mean, if you're going to keep hinting at something, just go on and say it. Say it already. Or write your book already. Don't keep hinting at stuff and, implying, oh, well, they didn't do this. And, oh, if you knew this. Oh, if you knew that. Okay, we all know. And I'm so sick of the rumor. Y'all want me to say the rumor? I'm so sick of the rumor. Oh, I'm so, here go my phone. Wait a minute. Okay, now, are y'all sick of the rumor? I know y'all sick of the rumor. Are y'all sick of the rumor? Cause y'all ain't none of y'all said what the rumor is, and what people have accused of the rumor. Y'all ain't saying who. Okay, wait a minute. What did they say? Okay, that's why Maddie and Denise clashed. Learned behavior. She probably was like, how you gonna preach to me and all of... Okay, that may have been it. I don't think that they threw her under the bus. They were just telling the story. This is information. Yeah, I don't think they threw her under the bus. She had babies like a cat. She had 7 kids. Probably 7 different babies' daddies, and and she decided to leave the group. So I mean, it is what it is. Is that anything to be mad about? No, that's not nothing to be mad about. That's just the truth. A bishop impregnated her, the first baby. Her first baby, Larry's daddy, is by a Church of God in Christ bishop. And it was a bishop in that area. Okay, Kimberly says Denise was hot in the ass. I know, right? Now, you know what, Kim, I know you're telling the truth, cause she said at that table, and Twinkie asked her, she said, girl, are you having sex? Whoo! She said, are you having sex? She said that in the article. Oh, yeah, it's by a bishop, but she won't tell who the bishop is, and I'm sick of her hiding it. I wish Maddie has 6 kids and Denise has 7. What's the difference? Maddie was married. Maddie had a husband. That's the difference. Okay, Karen Clark Sheila. That's it. That's the tweet. What is this? Somebody done put something on Twitter. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if this is breaking news. Let me see.
And you got to fool with them kind of folk, you know. You got to fool with niggas. I mean, nigga people. Oh, Lord.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
You got some folk that don't have no oil on them, and you got to fool with them kind of folk, you know. You got to fool with niggas. I mean, nigga people.
Oh, I love my obnoxious street committee. I love that. Let me go. Let me go. Okay, retweet. Hey man, let me retweet that. Y'all got to like that on Twitter. My obnoxious street committee. Y'all so messy. Okay, let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see what other text messages are coming through here while we are on live. Okay. Okay. All right. So anyway. So how long have I been on here? Let me check the time. An hour and a half. Y'all, I think that we cover all the ground. I think we cover pretty much all the ground. But I wish Larry or Denise, I just wish that they would, end it already, because they keep going on and on and on and, implying this and implying that and making assumption here and making assumption about that. But nobody is saying, what the deal was, and nobody is taking responsibility. Let the lady take responsibility. She made a choice. It may have not been the best choice. And I'm sure, just like how Karen said at the end, that they tried to get her back. They tried to approach her. She didn't want to. She said, we tried. And if she doesn't want to bury the hatchet and, repent and, ask for forgiveness and all of that, then, that's on her. Anyway, I thought overall, I think it was a really, really good movie. Hats off to the Clark sisters for being transparent, sharing aspects of their lives. There's a lot of, open-ended questions that, I don't know how Dorinda kept her weight down. I'm not sure. But Maddie wasn't a big woman either. Maddie wasn't big, so she might have taken her size and her stature from her mom. So who knows? Because Maddie certainly wasn't big. She said she kept all of her babies. Okay, so so while you throwing that out there, who had an abortion? And sometimes you make decisions for success. Sometimes to be successful and be rich and be famous, it's a sacrifice. It costs something. If it didn't cost anything, then that's why it was them and not somebody else. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching. And Maddie kept her position. I think another thing, when people are talking and saying negative stuff about the church, Maddie chose to keep her position rather than perform and sing with her daughters and do that. She made a choice. She could have quit right then. She didn't do it. Why didn't she do it? So, while y'all saying, do y'all think Denise dissed herself? Denise played herself. Denise Clark Bradford played herself. Morrison Bradford, or however many last names she's had. The Apostle, she lives in Sacramento now. She played herself. She sold her birthright. She gave up her entitlement to that dynasty, that legacy, that whole situation, and the way that she left it, and how she left it. She left it very hard or very easy for it to be negative feelings and animosity toward her. She left it very easy for you not to like her. And then she still hints on it now. And then what I don't like is they do these interviews and they go to people and they talk about the church, and they talk about it and interview with people that can't correct them. Like the person that she did a 4-part interview, he knows nothing about the history of the Church of God in Christ. So a lot of stuff that she was saying on that, or during that interview, you can't call her on the carpet and check her like I would be able to and say, oh, no, that's not true. That's not true, because this person is over such and such, and this was going on at such and such time. And so I have said that kind of thing. It depends on certain situations and certain instances that people don't even want to talk to me, because they know that I know what I'm talking about. And I know when they start trying to spin a narrative, that's not true, and try to play on people's feelings and emotions that's not true, then it's able to be exposed. And it's able to be dealt with right then on hand. So I just, I don't think that. What do you mean by typical Kojic attitude? That don't sound too nice. Kojic have plenty of hidden gems. Everybody does. It's a lot of hidden gems. It's a lot of, the Pace sisters are talented and may or may not have, gotten the acclaim that they could have deserved, because perhaps Maddie was pushing her daughters and maybe didn't push the Pace sisters and some of the other great singers in the church, Is that a possibility? Yeah, we just, we don't know. Does everybody use their position and their authority and their power to benefit themselves and their family? Absolutely. Yes, they do. All the time. But the Pace sisters can sing. Sean had to be discovered. Sean Pace had to be discovered by Edwin and Walter Hawkins, the Winans and BB and CC, they didn't get discovered and get really known until after they left the church. Was it that stronghold? I'm just saying. So there was a lot to the movie. I don't know if we uncovered all of the scandals. There's so many more deaths. Kelly Price's grandfather, he passed, we believe, to COVID-19. He is on my page. He was an auxiliary, I think, or a foreign bishop. So definitely want to keep the singer Kelly Price in your thoughts and in your prayers, and along with all of the other. I think they said they wanted me to do a full list or whatever, or number to this point, or but they still, if we did a number, it still wouldn't be accurate, because it's a number of church people and lay people and folks that I'm not aware of that possibly have passed. So also, those of you that are in Atlanta, and those of you that ever go to or have ever watched a Falcons or Hawks game, our PA announcer and Atlanta radio personality Ryan Cameron is in intensive care on tonight. He underwent surgery earlier this week and was recovering, and then had a cardiac arrest. So it was really unfortunate to hear that, but asking that you all pray. Very, very nice and very, very good mentor. I'm always able to throw ideas and blow things past him and bounce it off him and get his insight and his opinion on some of the stuff. And he's always been adamant about, man, keep doing what you're doing, stay the course, stay independent, because when you get with a station, they gonna stifle you. They gonna say you can say this, you can't say that, you can do this, you can't do that. So anyway, really like him a lot. Really good brother, and it's unfortunate, especially with the situation with this whole COVID-19, that for him to be in a rough place. So it was something else about the movie. I'm trying to think of we never did discuss the rumor, and the rumor of I'm not going to say any names, but the rumor, I don't believe that rumor is true. That there's always been a rumor that one of the sisters may have had an affair with one of her sister's husband. Can we just go there? Have y'all heard that? Or, okay, everybody's quiet. Oh, okay, everybody done got quiet now. Where's Alexander Poole now? Where's everybody? Why y'all not saying nothing now? Everybody's quiet. So, okay, so no one has heard the rumor that one of the sisters was supposedly having an affair with another one of the sisters' husband. Y'all ain't never heard. Okay, so y'all want me to sit up here like I'm Alice and I live in Wonderland. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Dana. So now, Dana, do you believe that that's true? I don't believe that's true. They said that tea that burnt my lip. Okay, Gerard Shug Barnes says, I've heard it many times. Yes, that's been the word around town for years. Okay. Had they dealt with that, I wouldn't have been able to go live tonight, because I would have been laid out. I would have been in a Dana said she pleased the fifth. Dana, you think it's true? You think that could possibly be true? No. Okay, Gerard said that's what was said to drive Karen to have the surgery so that she could lose weight and look like her. Oh, y'all so crazy. Oh, please. Okay, Ray, see, now y'all know I got people that's not necessarily in the church on here. Ray says not while Karen was asleep. He's laughing. You ought to stop it. Okay, Alexander. Okay. Like and share. Let's click like and share. Do y'all want to deal with that rumor? Okay, okay. Denise said it was true. So do you think do you think that that's the scandal that Larry is talking about but you know what? I can't believe that because they too close. They too close. And if that was to happen, it would be some bloodshed. Like somebody would, I just can't, first of all, y'all don't know Greg. I said I wasn't going to say no names. Okay, y'all don't know that other person's husband, and that other person's husband or that other sister's husband ain't no pushover. So if that was happening, it was definitely going to be, yo, bro, what's up? What's going on here? This is what I'm hearing. We need to deal with this. We need to resolve this. Okay, D says I'm 50-50 on the rumor. You're not saying that these good saints of God could be having sex and doing this kind of thing. I know. Okay, Raymond says I was responding to Alexander Poole comment about having Karen's man. Hush. Okay, yeah, Karen seems like she would turn into... first of all, y'all saw that Karen was getting ready to jump on Denise at the funeral. So you know Karen is about it. So it ain't no way... Okay, who's the say he did not have that conversation but kept it on the low? A whole mess. He said all the other spouses look a mess. I thought that they cast Drew very well. I thought that actor really embodied a young Drew. He really looked like his voice, his demeanor. He really looked like he could have been Drew. He was good. He was cast well. And Greg was cast well. Greg looks a lot like how Greg Cole looked when they were young and going to Greater Mitchell Street. Because, you know, was it Greater Mitchell Street is Daddy Shear's church. What is it? Big Miller is, oh God, they was over at Bishop Wright's church. They all was over at Bishop Wright's back then. Yeah, I think somebody would wind up being dead or hurt real bad. It is no way. Let's be clear. It is certainly no way that could have been, Greater Miller. Thank you. Greater Miller. And, on 9 Mile, that's it. Down. Yes. Yes. So anyway, oh my gosh, y'all, Alexander is just too much. I can't see it. I can't see that. I don't believe he's out of prison. To my understanding, he's still in prison. Last I've heard. Okay, y'all. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me see how long have I been on. Oh my gosh, y'all, I've been on almost 2 hours. This don't make any sense. I would be surprised if it did happen. He said he would be surprised. Your phone, sir, hadn't here Neo. I don't know what that means. Hey, bro. Hey, Martin. But Maddie's voice was in their head, so they ain't gonna fight. Well, Maddie would fight. You know, Maddie was gonna jump on Denise that night. What you talking about? And then she said, both of us, we can't stay in this house. What you talking about? Yeah, they fought. They was wrestling and tussling. That was hot about it. I mean, and they showed that. Because I think it's a couple of times that Denise would have bucked up at Maddie. I really do. She was just a mess. Let's say she's not answering her phone. Clark says she's not answering her phone. Like that's the thing. Like, how do you gonna raise so much hell and then you get weak and can't answer the phone? You gonna run and hide. You got to stand. You got to make your face like flint, especially when you done kept up a lot of hell. You know, when you do a lot of stuff. Okay, D. Dawkins says there's so much that wasn't covered. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Ray says you got to look at Larry Clark live on IG. Yeah, I looked at his lives on Facebook. I shared some of them. Yeah, she was gonna whip Denise. Maddie was gonna whip her. So. Anyway, I'm gonna say this. Another thing that's petty, and I'll say this. I think, and they sort of did it with the UNAC when she introduced the girls and the same. But we needed a big convocation scene, and they needed the movie needed at least one scene with Maddie standing up in that white robe in front of a big mass choir like she did. I just think that was one scene that could have really carried it over. Like, didn't y'all think it should have been like at least one really good scene, one really good convocation scene. Okay, Alexander says it should have been a mini-series. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Yeah, they rushed it at the ending. They was trying to carry off a lot of, they was trying to cover a lot of ground. I felt that too. And I felt that the whole thing about Dorinda and the suicidal thing, I think that should have been covered more. That should have been given more time. All right, y'all. Anyway, that's it's been a lot. It's been Sunday Night Live, Easter edition. I hope y'all click like and share, get these numbers up, get these views up, have folks more, keep the conversation in the comments going, and more sex lies in the church. I tell you, it's a lot, but I again, bravo to the Clarks. Hats off to the Clark sisters for just, you know, opening their lives up. Man, I mean, they really opened their lives up. They opened their lives up far more than I think a lot of people in their positions would do and would be able to. You know what I mean? Like, they really let us in. Don't y'all think? I think that they really really let us in. Okay, Chantel says, I don't think that, but you're right. They should have had a scene with Dr. Matty Moss and the choir. Yeah. Yeah. That lacked. They should have certainly had one of those. So anyway, y'all know my Cash App is $ Sir William G. McCray III, III. So I appreciate y'all can send a donation. And we're going to come back with more. Do you think Kojic is going to frown upon this? Some of them already have. Some of the older saints can't stand it. Some of the senior saints can't stand it. I talked to some supervisors and some bishops that was absolutely furious. I mean, some of them, and that's just the way, and that's just the mentality of the old church. Certain things you carry to the grave, you don't say, you don't exploit, you don't sell your leader out, you always elevate your leader in front of the people and all of those kind of things that we're hearing. So I don't know. I think it certainly will be interesting, but yeah, some of the older seasoned saints, they cannot take it. They cannot, they have a problem with it. So, and that's just the way of the old church. And that's the way of old time holiness. They would have had the choir if, it was shot in the U.S. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a big thing for a Kojic family to put their life as secrets out there like that. Yeah. Do you think Maddie talked to the board of bishops like that? Yes, I do. Don't you call Church of God in Christ no cult. Loose here. We are not a cult. And all these off-brand denominations want to be like us. We're not a cult. We lead from the front. Everybody patterns themselves after us. They want to hold secrets forever. Dangerous way of the black church. It's not just the black church. It's black and families of prestige. We just happen to be black, so it's emphasized that it's black for us. But white people, Asian people, Indian people, all people have secrets and stuff that they do and that they hold. That's just life. All right, y'all. It's been 2 hours. Anyway, this was fun. Sunday Night Live Easter edition with none other than Sir William. Thank y'all for coming on. Hopefully you'll like and share, and we'll talk more about. I gotta go back through. I'm gonna go look at my notes because there's some more things about the movie that I didn't say that I wanted to say. But tell the Clark sisters we certainly love them and proud of them. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Holly Robinson Carter, the producer. Holly, you've been supposedly producing or putting me in a reality show for almost 10 years now. Come on, Holly. Come on. I've been dealing with you and knew you since the gospel. Holly Robinson Carter. Go over there to Mother Barbara McClue Lewis Church. Then left there and went to Ron Gibson's church. Holly, I need you to get it together. Come on now. Anyway, y'all holler at Holly and tell her that she need to hook y'all boy up. Anyway, this you've been watching I'm Not Television. Go on my Facebook, on my Twitter, like, share, follow, Instagram, all that good stuff, All right. Also YouTube, and oh my gosh, the new podcast is going to be so amazing. Y'all think my lives is hot. My podcast is I ain't leaving no stone unturned. The podcast is crazy, and the new site is going to be absolutely bananas. So y'all definitely stay tuned. Also, and y'all got to know, I got to talk about this other blogger that the liar, I got to tell y'all about the cocaine charges. This person likes to do cocaine. This person hired Darian Augustus, gave him a car. Darian Augustus from Columbia, South Carolina. He's on crack. He's got a boyfriend that just got out of prison, but he lives and sleeps and has 3 other men in the house with him. Plus, he sells his body to make money. All of that, got documentation on all of that. So much stuff about the other boy down in Florida and his mama going to prison. So much is going to be unfolding. Definitely want y'all on the lookout for this. But this whole situation and this whole idea that you were going to some kind of way knock Sir William off my throne so you can be the go-to guy. Yeah, right. So anyway, all of that, we're going to put all of the charges, all of the stuff, everything is going to be going live on the blog and all of that good stuff. So you definitely want to stay tuned. And then this whole little and then the girl with the accused Victor Cousins of stuff, come to find out all of that was a lie. She was a hire prostitute. And then they're saying that Bishop Greg Davis was bringing prostitutes to church conventions so that other bishops could hire and get their freak off with these prostitutes. Is just, you know, it's just it's a lie. Who does gay escorting? Who does gay escorting, Ray? Where is that coming from? He said I was referring to the attitude. Oh, okay. No religion is perfect. Men are human, but it's not a cult. Their aim is to lead people to Christ. Yes, sir. D. Dawkins is cool. Who is? Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who is a gay escort? D. Dawkins says, "What the F?" I know, right? That's what I'm saying. What the hell? Ray, you can't just say something like that and just throw that out there and then just leave us hanging like that. Everybody, we have got to troll Ray's page and see what is going on with Ray. Ray, who is the gay escort, Ray? Look at everybody going to Ray's comment. Everybody go to Ray's comment. Shocked. Oh my word. Say it's not so, Ray. Now Ray is being quiet. Whoever the escort is, I certainly want to talk to a Jermaine's holler. Okay, you just said that men living in the house with 3. Oh, okay. Ow! Ooh, wait a minute. You making my stomach cramp from laughing. Okay, you talking about me and what I just said. Oh, okay. No, he's not an escort because an escort is at least more classy. This guy, on one of his arrests, he got down naked in the parking lot of a grocery store and turned a trick in the parking lot of the grocery store, and the police busted him and arrested him. Like, that's how sleazy. Like, at least if you're gonna be a hoe, at least be a high class hoe and go back to a hotel room and at least gap your legs on a nice pillow top mattress. I'm just saying. You know, but outside in public, in parking lots and bathrooms, like, that's so trashy. You know, but y'all don't like this kind of teaching. Y'all, you know, at least if you're going to... See, there's a right way to do wrong. Am I talking right? Am I making sense? Yes, he's trash. Like, and then, you know, like, even if you're going to have, like, You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a classy hoe. Like, I know some hoes, male and female, but they classy with it. But, you know, everybody, you just ain't got to be you ain't got to be a joint. You ain't got to be a pass around. You ain't got to be a toss up. Everybody ain't got to have, you know, puff, puff, pass. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know, just at least conduct yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's be sophisticated. Get you a meal. You know what I'm saying? Get you a meal. Get you a trinket. Get you some trinkets. You know, I ain't saying, you know, I ain't hating. Pimping and hoeing is before Jesus. Oh, y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like me tonight, but it is. That's the oldest profession in the world. So, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to lay down to come up. So sometimes you got to go down and you got to sacrifice some things. It ain't about how you go down. It's about how you come up. Hey, oh, y'all don't like it. I'm going to get off of here. I'm getting off here. Bye, because I'm getting too wild. I love it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Peace.